get Backup Creator to clone yours. Once you're rolling, keep cranking them out. But that doesn't get you the videos. That's a different program for the videos to grab.
Yeah, well, look at it this way. Once you put that program on one theme, every time you push it out there, it's already there, and all you got to do is put the keywords in there because it's already within the theme itself. You just go ahead and you just put them out there, and all you do is put the keywords for each one of them, for each one, and keep pushing them out, pushing them out. You see how easy it is?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just that's why you do something. You don't have to do all this stuff that other people are doing. Sit down and try to design the whole site like this one. It takes more time because it's original content, and you know, I wrote this, and you know, as far as for each page it's going to be built on here, I'm going to expand on it, but it's more for marketers and stuff. You know, cloak and affiliate links, get traffic with blog comments, and I do videos for each one. So it'll turn into a pretty big site. And for some reason, people were coming here, and I'm making a little money on it, okay? But I look at it this way. I'm not making a lot of money with this website right here, but I'm making some money on it. But look at it this way. I'm looking at the big picture. You're making some money on 150 websites in a month. You're making a killing. In a week, you're making a killing. The next week, you put up another 150. So while it's propagating and taking effect and everything else, and everything's happening in the background, you're turning around while your other sites are making money. Now those sites start making money. So then it just keeps building and building and building. That's the way you do it. Everybody else is struggling out there. You know, they're trying to struggle doing things. I look at the things that I don't have to struggle a lot to do.
I got a buddy of mine that wants to do a WordPress little membership site. You know, and he's probably got a lot of interest for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe even a site on WordPress itself. You know.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you can do that too. You know, you can put up a website. So I got that the Instamember.
Yeah.
And I was promoting it as well and made some sales. Okay, so and I think it's really really good. All right, but I'm finding that the membership sites, unless you put something up and people go to it, I mean it's a lot of work to set them up. But the thing is, for this, what I'm doing right here,
there's not that much
work. A whole lot less. Yeah, it's like my CPA that I do. You know, when I have all these guys, I give them all these boxes, I give them all these flyers, brochures, these cutoffs, I give them all these cards and everything else, and they just go out and do it while I'm sitting in my home, enjoying my time doing stuff like this. You know, it's on autopilot. I get everything set up so it's on autopilot. With this right here, you put it out, you're done. You just sit back and it's on autopilot. Every now and then you go back to the site, you randomly check them out, you make sure everything is the way it's supposed to be, and then you go from there. The money's going to be made, period. The money's there for you.
Let me put this
another thing I found out too about HostGator is they don't do backups every day. Their backups are like every couple of weeks. So if you try to rely on them for your backups, you're going to be hurting really bad. That's the reason why I also clone all my websites. I make copies of every single one of them. So if anything does happen, and I do it, and I have it set up so I do it like once a week. But if anything does happen, I know automatically that at least I have something to fall back on. I'm not going to lose everything in its entirety.
So you're using that Backup Creator just to make sure for that?
I do that too. Yeah, I back up all my stuff, and because I got these massive websites, and what you want to do is get it back up there. And I remember when I did this, when I first did the first one with that Backup Creator, I cloned the site. When I put it out there, I got all that video on there. And that's why you want to do it with the shell, a website that's just set up like that and everything else like this. And then you can go ahead and push it out and put your information in there. Like I said, with this, it will pre-populate the video and all that other stuff. But with those, my first one I pulled in, it pulled in all that video. So what I did is there was a plugin that was on WordPress that I pulled in that instantly deleted all the posts the way I wanted them to within a matter of seconds. I said, oh, this is cool. I didn't even have to go through it and try to delete over 3,000 different videos.
Oh, wow.
But what I liked about it is it pulled it in, and when I put it back on a subdomain, all the videos were there. Everything was there as if I never left that website. That was the beauty of it. All the plugins I had on there were there as if I never removed them. Okay? So it did everything perfectly. I never used any backup, anything that has done it as well as this here. Okay. So I said, okay, that's cool. I like that. And that's what I needed. So now I'm doing it now and I'm setting it up. So I said, well, I'm going to clone these things. And I'll clone the shell and I'll push it out. I'll push it out. I'll push it out at that point. And then, as far as the AdSense, I can put the